Boston fans already at a fever pitch inside the arena. Game 3 of the Eastern Conference. The first two are split. Who will get the advantage here? It's the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and now it's ended down to David Aldridge standing by from the sidelines. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, look, we know the Celtics overhauled their entire training staff in 2017.
And the Celtics, David, never wanted to rest on their laurels. Thanks for the report. And Kevin, looking back at all the discussion and interviews over the years, you make a lot of analogies to food. Are you a foodie at heart?
Oh, my God. Kev, I am not a foodie.
Really?
Kev, I eat to live.
Well, you know about it.
You know, I eat to live, but I don't want to fool you. I eat to live. Listen, sometimes I forget to eat. Is that bad? Is that bad?
Well, as hard as you work, there's probably a lot on your
Listen,
mind.
man,
I can get that.
Listen, I like to, a big plate of food scares me. Okay, and that's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to keep going on that analogy. You know, a bunch of food that I don't want to keep going on that one. Just know that I'm not a foodie. But when I explain things, I like to articulate things where people can understand it. So I use food right away.
Good way to connect the dots.
A little bit.
Yeah.
You know, parallels in life and food are very similar, man.
Good. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are your small and power forwards. Bledsoe is out there with Brown, and it's Lopez in at the center position. On the wing, Irving. Guarded by Bledsoe, and shot on the way. And so Boston again turning it over. They need to put the big loss on Tuesday in the back of their mind.
Yeah, that was more than just a tough loss. That was a complete embarrassment.
Look, Greg, they simply didn't bring it, and that's one of those losses that you just have to throw away and forget about.
Kevin, listening to the value you placed in preparation, practice to you was obviously important.
Practice to me was very important. Preparing was very important. You know, scouting reports, being clear, understanding rotation, understanding what the goal was, understanding the plan. Like, I took all that to heart because I had to be the relayer of that. I had to articulate that to players. I had to be the one in pick and rolls calling out the coverages and stuff. And if I didn't know that, then, you know, Rondo, the guards, they didn't know. So
they were going to get blasted.
So I had to be on top of that. So that was part of the responsibility, one of my responsibilities, of just being a professional and being ready to play.
And taken away by Brown. Irving against Bledsoe. The shot by Middleton, wide open. Another miss by Middleton. Horford kicks to Irving. The three from Tatum. Knocks down the three ball.
Well, this guy's so good at making great decisions. Jason Tatum on the catch and shoot. That's nice.
In the corner, Middleton with it. And it's sent back by Horford.
Well, there's no consistency from the field in this quarter. We'll see if he can get his shot going.
Here's Irving. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
It's good.
This guy is just so physical for a point guard. Bledsoe loves to challenge the defense in close.
Irving passes to Horford.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Boston shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. And the first one drops.
I just like the leadership of Al Horford. This is a dominant player, but he's remarkably efficient as well.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton comes in for Brown. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe. Middleton against Tatum. Middleton dishes to Lopez. And stolen by Horford. And a wide open look. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
What a three at the horn as they end the quarter on a high note.
Boy, that was the perfect end to the period. You have no idea how much effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Bucks lead by 1. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Already a superstar, Antetokounmpo talked about how much more he can improve.
I'm just trying to focus on the court. What's my next step as a basketball player, because I know this is just the beginning. I haven't even reached my potential yet. I think I have a long way to go, and maybe one day I can be top 10 in all those things. I feel like I can do that.
I think he's already a top 10 player with his skill set and physical tools, Greg. He can be an all-time great.
He's shown the dedication. I think he's only going to get better.
And we welcome you back here to the broadcast of the Eastern Conference semifinals. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
I love the fact that they're getting so many of their points at the rim. Just a solid first period.
Well, they're playing holy basketball on the block. Every opportunity they've wanted at the rack, they've got it.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Heritage is out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Ilyasova. Then there's Hill. And it's Connaughton in at the 2. The Bucks shooting their first free throw tonight. Free throw drops for Hill.
Well, George Hill has always had the term pro attached to his name. Why? Well, he can make shots. He's willing to facilitate. He defends at a high level. Truly an incredible teammate.
Hill against Irving. A three-pointer off the mark.
I'll tell you, he's been dry from three-point range in the second quarter after hitting one in the first.
Hill with it. Guarded now by Irving. Here's Snell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And the clock. From outside, off the mark. Celtics trail by 4. And here's Irving. Morris outside. Back to Irving. Jacks up a 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And we want to thank Kevin Garnett for joining us, giving us some perspective. KG is always great, and thank you. Given us a lot to think about with your comments tonight. Thanks for coming by.
Okay, Hall, man, I hope I was able to help, man. You know, thank you for letting me be part of it.
You took over the broadcast.
Not even, man. I'm learning.
You took over the broadcast.
I'm learning from the best, K. Keep doing it, man.
Love you, buddy.
My dude.
And always a special occasion to have KG with us, Doris. A guy who really brings it every time we speak with him.
Well, his enthusiasm is contagious. This guy is a leader on and off the court. There's a vibrancy, a joy that he brings that was key to his success as a player and how fun as a broadcaster.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Lopez, he's checked in for Mirotic. And Middleton subbed in for Tony Snell.
I'll tell you, his inconsistency not helping their cause at all.
Hill kicks to Middleton. Lopez passes to Ilyasova. Lopez inside, covered by Morris. Here's Middleton. Rebounded by the Celtics. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
The solid mechanics of Jason Tatum on display. How about the balance in a difficult finish?
Middleton against Tatum. And Middleton kicks to Hill. Over Irving. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
Boy, you got to love the defensive effort, contesting that shot by Kyrie, just trying to frustrate his man on the defensive end.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Bucks on top. They lead by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Chris, you guys were able to get the lead. What was the key to getting all those open shots?
It was just getting stops, getting rebound, getting down and pushing, finding lanes, finding open guys.
And you made the most of it, Chris. Thanks a lot. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, we hope you've enjoyed for the Bucks. The first 2 games of this series were evenly split, and the first half of this game followed suit. They're still searching for that extra edge that'll give them the upper hand here in Game 3. It has become quite the series. Kenny, your thoughts on the Bucks' first half?
Well, they've been pounding it in the paint. Not just taking the first three-pointer when it came across. That keeps the defense on its toes.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
They didn't get much help from the bench, Ernie. They could really use that spark to balance the load. Some nights you get the job done with your starters, but you can't depend on them to do everything.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And we're set to get started again for the next bit of action in this game 3. You look at George Hill, he's really been playing well.
Played like a man on fire in that first half. I gotta say, his performance has come out of the blue and at the most opportune time for his team.
You know, you're right. He tends to be more of a support guy. It's nice to see him take on that level of responsibility.
And thanks for joining us once more as we get set to continue our coverage of the Eastern Conference semis. Irving at point with Brown to his side. They're the backcourt. Down low, it's Morris and Horford. And it's Tatum in at the 3 spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. And then Brown with the dunk.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
Irving dishes to Tatum. Over Middleton. Tatum's shot is off, and it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That's his first foul. Bucks leading by 5. Bledsoe kicks to Lopez. Middleton on the wing. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Brown.
Oh, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, I mean, he's obviously cold right now, but he's trying to find that rhythm. You've got to keep working.
Passes it to Middleton. The Bucks working the ball around. Offensive rebound. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Here's Tatum. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Tatum's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Jason Tatum has the kind of size and length to be effective near the cup. Really good job seeing in attack mode.
It's hauled in by Brown. For the tie, Jason Tatum again from deep. Tatum's got it all tied up now for Boston.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Middleton outside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got his 3rd basket of the night. Irving surveying the floor. To the middle. Lopez with the steal.
And this is obviously where you'd like to see a 2-for-1.
Absolutely. You have to execute. No reason why they can't get a couple of chances at scores.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston. A different look from Milwaukee. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And Tim Frazier subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. Irving passes to Tatum. Morris, left side. Just 5 to shoot. Outside Irving. Shoots over Frazier. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Irving.
And the offense starting to click for them this half. They've raised that field goal percentage quite a bit since the break.
Frazier kicks to Antetokounmpo. Over Morris. And again, it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got 10.
Well, what a terrific option he is for them. Really puts a ton of stress on an opponent.
Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close. Well, we thought the 3rd quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And guys, big games like this in the NBA playoffs, you appreciate the benefit of instant replay to make sure they get the call right.
Well, they're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, and looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Boy, GA, how about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Peterson. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got Frazier, Antetokounmpo out there with Tony Snell. Then it's Ilyasova, and it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot. And that's going to be a travel.
I think that's a case of nerves right there, guys. That was a pretty bad decision.
Frazier against Irving. Inside, and the dunk by Horford.
When Kyrie Irving comes off that pick and roll, he has so much attention on him due to his speed that it results in a lot of easy shots for the guys around him.
Antetokounmpo finds Snell. Ilyasova with the ball, guarded by Tatum. Ilyasova can't hit. Boston's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting.
Oh, Kyrie dazzling on the drive. One of the best in the league at that.
Pass to Snell. Bucks passing it around. Count it. Good.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Irving against Frazier. Loads it up for Horford. An emphatic LU jam.
Well, the rise for the alley-oop, just remarkable timing, perfect execution.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Timeout called the Bucks. They trail by 3. There's a minute 40 left in the fourth. And some changes here for the Bucks. Lopez is checked in for Ilyasova. Chris Milton comes in for Tony Snell. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Frazier. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen to what Mike Budenholzer told his team during that timeout. Three-pointers have hurt him tonight and told his players, we've got to play them better on the three-point line. We can't give them any more clean looks. Kevin?
Bucks trail by 3. Bounce pass from Bledsoe. Here's Antetokounmpo. Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points here in the second half.
And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
Well, there's no doubt this guy's on a hot streak right now. That's why he keeps getting the ball in this one. They're like, hey, we're going to feed the hot hand.
6 on the shot clock. Shoots from the baseline. Irving can't hit. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. The 3, Bledsoe. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Here's the Celtics with the ball. It's a 1-point game.
My goodness, get right in his grill and force him to alter the shot. That's tough defense in close.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreak.
You know, when he started out in his career, he was a little bit inconsistent at the free throw line. But now, Bledsoe, not a guy you want to put at the charity stripe.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Irving with it. Eric Bledsoe covering. Releases. Horford the pass to Irving. Over Bledsoe. Got it!
Man, that is a good one. Kyrie really just comes alive when the game gets tight.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're trailing by 2. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Middleton for 3. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. And they've edged in front in the series after an outstanding performance here in Game 3.
Kevin, it sure was. When teams split the first 2 games of the series, Game 3 means everything. They're going into Game 4 now, riding that high after this win.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Al, congrats. Tough game tonight. When do you think you guys really locked in and started taking control of the game?
It all started the second half. We didn't do a good job the first half. We let them hang around. But, you know, at least we reacted better the second half. This is one of those games that we just had to, you know, will our way to win this.
A lot of games like that, you have to kind of just grind out, Al. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time.